Pussy niggas stay talking, you ain't it. Keep it lit and legit. I keep it lit as a bitch. These niggas ain't with the shits. Pussy niggas stay talking, you ain't it. What up, y'all? It's Syx Lit, aka Big Lit Six in this motherfucking bitch. And I'm back. I'm motherfucking back, y'all. I've been on some other shit, been making hits after hits, ready for the summer, finna pop my shit, get active on these niggas, you already know. And yeah, there's a little update on that and a little, And I just want to say that I'm so sorry to Lit Gang that I feel like I let y'all down and like I never did another episode or uploaded it consistently. But it's because of the people that I wanted to do it and they couldn't have time or, they would just lag on me, like they didn't really care. So I was just like, all right, fuck it. So for today, I got a special fucking guest with me. And, we've been friends for 14 years. He's my childhood best friend. Damn near grew up on a phone and then met in person one time. And it's going to happen again, guys. It's the one and only. Who are you and where the fuck are you from, nigga?
My name is A.T.G, aka Jalapeño in the gaming world. And I'm from LA, California.
Oh, wow. We got an LAer in the building, guys.
It is great to be back.
It is great to have you here. Thank you so much for wanting to do this.
Yes, sir.
All right.
I mean,
So today,
when was the last time you made one like this?
2023 in December. That was when I created it and knew what it was going to be called.
It's been so long. Your family more was.
Yep. All right, guys. So that's it for the little live update. You already know who it is. Let's move on. Okay. So, Alex, I'm going to ask you certain questions. And if you feel free, you can answer them. If not, we can move past it. But it's just simple questions that I feel like you can answer. Okay?
That's good. I'm up on both.
All right, bet. So, number one is, what's one thing you're excited about today? Or you were excited about today?
What was the one thing I've been excited about for today?
Yeah, what's one thing you're excited about today?
I would say our careers.
Our careers?
A little bit on my side, but like our careers in general.
Okay, and why? Why would you say that?
I feel like we're doing good. We're growing a lot with our followers and our fan base. Me a little slowly, but you a little faster than me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's because you've been in the rap music for so long, and I'm in the streamer life, that gamer life, and both are hard, but I've been lagging in mine. And now I'm trying to focus on it a little bit more than I used to.
Okay. Number two is, if you could instantly master any skill, what would it be and why?
I would say the human body, as in and like an emotional level and mental level, because all it is in life is your mentality. As soon as you can master discipline yourself and just do great in life, you can do about anything.
Whatever you guys put your mind to, follow through with that shit. Don't say you want to do it and not do it. Do that motherfucking shit, okay? And you can be right here, just like all the guests I've had for season 2 and 3. I would love to hear your guys' stories, ask you guys questions. So just tap in with me. Let me know. All right, so question 3 is, what's your go-to food?
Mexican food, it doesn't really matter what it is. Mexican food is always amazing. But I would say my top preference would be tortas, the Mexican sandwiches.
Okay, and why?
I love sandwiches, even American burgers and stuff like that, hamburgers and all. Sandwiches too. I love the sandwiches in general. But the Mexican ones, it just hits different.
Okay. I agree.
And of course, it hits right at home because I myself I'm Mexican.
Absolutely, we both are Mexicanos. So, okay, the next question is, what's a fun fact about you that most people don't know?
I am. It's a good question. I don't really know because I'm pretty sure everybody knows a thing or two about me. I'm very happy in life, so I show it. I show my emotions. I'm pretty sure I'm an open book. Oh, that's a hard question to answer. But I'm pretty sure I'm smarter than what people. I'm very underestimated. I'm smarter than people will give me for.
Okay, well, I agree. So, question 5 is, if you could visit any place, where would you go and why?
Japan. For the recent, I would go to Mexico, but Mexico is too easy. I would rather go to Japan, and the reason why is because over there, I want to see how the lifestyle of the Mexican culture is.
Okay.
I've been seeing it a lot on social media, and I want to go test it out.
You've been seeing it a lot on social media.
Yeah, I've been seeing it around social media, and I want to be there to actually taste the way they make the tacos and everything. Because apparently, like if they see you as a, like as a Mexican or whatever, like they'll greet you with like open arms. Because that lifestyle over there, they love it. They love us over there for some reason.
Okay.
And I'm
So
pretty
then,
sure it has to do with the history.
okay. So the next question is, what's the last show you binge watched, and did you love it or it was alright?
Mm. There's been a couple of shows that I've been watching, and it's on the top of my head, it was Invincible, Soul Leveling, and The Last of Us. Now, if I were to say which one of those I enjoyed the most, I think it's a fight between Invincible and Solo Leveling.
Invincible.
Because The Last of Us,
Invincible. Which one though? With Debbie Ryan, or are you talking about anime?
um, anime. It's an
Okay.
anime as an animated show on Prime Video. And Soul Leveling is as anime as well. You can watch it on Crunchyroll. The live action, the only thing that's in there that's live action is The Last of Us. That one did good. They left on a cliffhanger, and they kind of ruined it towards the end. Because like it's all like what's happening, but at the same time like they continue the story, but then kind of like stop. So like
Mm,
it's iffy, at least in
mm.
my eyes. But the anime is really good. It's actually enjoyable. It hypes me up because I'm a sucker for fight scenes. If there's a show, regardless of its and like real life like showing or animation. If it's live action or animation, I would love it because I love action. And
Okay.
if they throw hands and it's actually really good, I would love it.
Okay. So what was the last show you binge watched?
Invincible.
Do you love it or no?
It's because around the prime. Yeah, I love it. I love Invincible. Invincible's really good. The build up, the side of the stories, it's really good.
So the next question is, do you have a favorite childhood memory that makes you smile?
No, my life is depressing. Even when I was a little kid, not playing with you. I think the only thing in my from my childhood that does bring me a smile is just all the moments in life. That's not one memory. That's multiple, but they all go under the same category, and it's just having fun, regardless what it is. You're a kid, you're having fun, and when you're a kid, that's like pure happiness when you have fun. So every time I have a memory that pops in my head randomly or whatever, that always gives me a good smile.
Okay. 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 All right. So the next question is, what's the best compliment you've ever received?
The best compliment I've ever received was, I would say, because I gotten a couple compliments throughout my life, regardless of what it was, my personality or just my body. And I would say, uh, my face when, where most specifically where my eyes are, because I've always gotten compliments about my eyebrows and my eyes and my eyelashes. So it's just that region. I've always in my entire life I've gotten like compliments from it, and it always makes me feel good that at least you know I'm getting hyped up, and people look at me and they're like, "Wow, you're actually pretty good looking." So that's a nice feeling to get compliments. So it
Mhm.
makes you feel good.
Okay. Okay. Well, that was nice. Whoever said that. So, if your life had a theme song, what would it be and why?
Ooh, that's a great question. That is a great question. Not gonna lie, I would say Adventure Time. Adventure Time would be my theme song. One, I love that show a lot, and two, it's always an adventure. Something always happens in my life, good or bad, but regardless, it's always an adventure.
I'm
So I
surprised
would
you didn't.
say that would be my theme song.
I'm surprised you didn't say Tupac or something. But okay.
I would have, but I'm like, oh, nah, this isn't really.
All right. So, what's your favorite way to unwind after a long day?
Depending on how I feel. Um, if after a long day I have no energy whatsoever, I think playing games helps sometimes. And if not, just listen to music. No, for sure, listening to music.
Right.
Because regardless, no matter what, when every time I'm upset or after a long day at work or just a long day in general, I'll go for a walk. But regardless, I'll be listening to music. So music, I think, has been a key factor, and that would always make me relax after a long day.
After a long day, yeah, I agree. Okay, so the next question is, who were your biggest influences growing up?
Hmm. I don't know. I would say Tupac for sure. He influenced me to like to understand. He was a huge part of my life. It was mostly artists that have influenced me throughout my life. It's just their music, that the truth above behind their music. They turned me into the man I am today. So it'll be Tupac, XXX Tentacion. think those two are the for sure the top two. If not, the only two that have changed me.
Okay.
And I would say, um, I guess I could say you too. You influenced me a lot in life. You've always been there for me. Always helped me out. Of course,
Wait, who?
Apart from that, like you,
Oh shit. Oh, okay.
I would say,
Wow.
I would say, I guess you influenced me. Yeah, I guess I could say that because you've always been there for me. Always helped me out. Yeah, but like I never really grew up with having someone like as an idol. It was always like um, just seeing a perfect version of myself and just trying to reach that goal. I never had someone to like really look up to, but I would say to like affect me in life, to influence me in certain ways, and the best ways to reach that goal would be Tupac, X, and you
Wow.
for
Legends
sure.
right there. Well, thank you. I really appreciate that. I try to do that for, anybody that I can who wants a helping hand, The old me, even if you push me away, I would still fight. Me now, I'm just more like, all right, cool. I'll give you space. Like, I don't like to interfere with negative energy. I feel like, once you ask someone like once or twice, I feel like that should give you the answer that you're looking for? But I really do appreciate that, and you as well have been a really big influence throughout my career. Number one supporter, believed in me from the start. I was dog shit, and you was there. So I really appreciate you for that, for putting me in that category with them legends. And we're on to the next question. So,
I hope it's
Alex,
your blessing.
I'm fucking dead. So, do you have a bucket list item you're working on right now?
Yes and no. Yes, as in like I want to do everything in life. I want to experience every little thing in life, whether it's like career wise or just experience through like just in life. Have fun, live it
Mm-hmm.
well, do whatever I want, even if it's like a bad feeling you have, depending on the situation. It could either be something's bad gonna happen, so don't do it, or it's just that you're afraid of yourself to get out of your comfort zone. Never be afraid to get out of your comfort zone. I have many regrets to get out of my comfort zone, and I'm doing the best I can to get out of that zone and just live life to the fullest. And along the way, it just depends on your mindset. And regardless, in the end, you will not have any regrets. You will say, "Hey, like when you look back at it, you will look back at it as if you grew, and regardless, as it was a fun moment. But make sure it's the right choices. Though. That's all I gotta say.
Absolutely. Y'all heard the man. Y'all heard him. Advice right there from Alex, aka ATG03, aka Jalapeño for life. I
Mhm.
definitely like noted that. That's so true. So I love that you said that. Okay, the next question is, how do you define happiness in your life?
Every time you walk down the street, I feel like people overlook life itself. Every time you walk around, you have to focus on the little things, the way the trees are, just how insane it is that throughout a bunch of years, like trees could live up to like over 100 years or so, and they're still standing. There is a whole. We are inside of a whole ecosystem. Life is going on. Bugs, pets, animals, no matter what, everyone's doing their part. And for me, that's happiness is like a huge part of that because it's life. Like, how can you not be happy in life when you look around? It's like everything in this world has a meaning, and I feel like we overlook that sometimes. Like, just walk out, look at the weather. It's a beautiful day.
Hmm.
You're alive.
And thank God that
Like,
you're
what?
here.
How can that not make you happy?
Exactly.
Exactly. 1,000, like legit, like billions and millions of like sperm cells, and like you're the one that made it. You're the one that got into the womb. You're the one that got birthed into this world. We didn't ask for it, but like we're here, and we're just going through life. We're just living it. We're just living it. But like, you have to enjoy the little things. Because I feel like when we overlook things, it takes away meaning. And obviously, there's first world countries, third world countries, and if you look at their situations and you look at yours, it's like, wow, my life could be horrible, but it's not. And it's bad, but it could be worse. That's the mentality I have. It's bad, but it could be worse. And once you have that mentality, you start enjoying the little things in life, and it just your happiness grows a little bit more because you're just
Absolutely.
more focused on life itself.
And that's why I fucks with that, because that's a live lesson right there that's really noted, and like you could really like hear the confidence of him saying that. So, take it guys, it's hard. I get it. Some people go through anxiety. I know that's very, 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 very bad to suffer from, and trauma and what you've been through. But you're still here, You're the chosen one at the end of the day. You're here alone, you die alone. That's just what I believe in. And we're on to the
You're
next
here
question.
for a reason.
And we're on to the
You're
next
here for
question.
a reason.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, sir. Next question.
All right. Alex, are you a early bird or are you a night owl?
Hmm. You know, with school, because for me, I have a horrible sleep schedule. With me, I could be both, and that's draining to be both.
Yeah.
There'll be times when I'm an early bird because I have to be, and there's other times where I'm just like up to like 3 a.m. So I don't know what I am.
You could say
Okay, so
both.
I don't know what I am.
Okay, okay.
I say both, but I would say I don't know because I enjoy both too. Like if you take it to the perspective of like an early bird, like going out, it's still dark, but then you get to see like the sunrise and just to see like the sun come up. It's a nice feeling. So and it's also like just nice to see.
Hmm.
But at the same time, there's also beauty at night. Other
Absolutely.
people don't like it, and yeah, it can be scary. But like when you walk around your block, and it's like a nice sounding block, and you walk around, like it's not that bad. So just walk around like at 12 or like 1 in the morning, or just like 10 to 11. Like, it's not that bad to walk around. It's
Okay.
pretty cool to just like
Okay,
stay.
okay, okay. So he's basically saying, guys, that he's both, okay? Equal rights, equal fights, okay?
I'm
That's what the
both.
fuck the nigga saying.
I would say I'm both. I would say I'm both an early bird and a night owl. Just depending on what day I want to be here.
Okay. So the next question is, do you like iced coffee or do you like tea?
Iced coffee more. I would prefer iced coffee more. Tea is really good. I love it a lot, but it's just something about iced coffee. It's just it's just iced stuff in general. I love Slurpees. I love all that stuff. Just iced coffee is pretty good though.
Okay, okay. And also, I don't have nothing to say. Anyways, okay, so the next question, we're almost done. What's your favorite song by me? If I gave you three numbers, what would be your top three for you? You've been here from the beginning, so
Number one
you
will be
know.
on my way. Number one will be on my way. No matter what, that song. I know how much you don't like it, but I like that song.
And what else?
None of that shit. That one's really good.
You
I would say for sure that's my second favorite.
okay? And the third one?
And then the third one, I don't know, because you have like a good amount of songs that are like really good, and especially like over the years
Yeah.
you have grown, so it's kind of hard to choose. But I would say, well, that's one of the unreleased ones that I got really fond of. So
Which one?
once that song's out, once that unreleased is out, then I'll say, it.
Wait, Get Active?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay, so that one is
Oh,
out.
it's out now.
Yeah, that one's out.
Yeah, that one is out now. Yeah,
All right, well, Get Active is his
I
third
get that
favorite.
completely.
Okay, okay. Yeah, guys, he's been an OG, Syx Lit supporter since day motherfucking one. And he is not no fan. He is a
Yes,
straight
sir.
supporter. He is a brother. He's a
Mm-hmm.
best friend. So it was God given and divine timing why we ever met. So shout out to BO too.
Mm-hmm. Oh, for
Alrighty.
real.
The finale question is, do you like sunrises or do you like sunsets?
I think sunsets.
Sunsets? I agree. Me too.
I've seen both, but sunset has a different vibe to it.
Okay, okay, okay. I agree. 1000%. All right. So I'm done with the question, guys. Now, do you have any questions for me, Alex, that you would like to, ask? No, anything?
No, I'm good. We've been knowing each other for a long time. I don't think I really asked you this question in the past, but what made you want to be a musician, like an artist?
I get this question a lot, and honestly, my story is not gonna change. So, I just grew up listening to it. Definitely loved it. I loved every part of it. Listening to Bay Area artists, Texas artists. Who else? Like, I grew up listening to people around the world, and I just really adapted to it very quickly. And I always got compliments on my writing. I always used to do poets, so it was very easy to like rhyme with shit. I used to freestyle with certain people, as you guys know. Um and yeah, that's why Syx Lit's here today. I just took it more serious though, honestly, because I feel like I had a talent for so long that I hid, and it came back to me, and instead of holding on to it, I'm pursuing it today, and here I am.
Yeah.
Next.
All right. Well, that being said, did you grow up playing any instruments, or at least in high school?
Yes, I was in a Cesar Chavez band for my middle school, and I was the drummer.
That's all you played? The drums throughout your life, or like
The
a
dr-
good portion of
the
your life?
drums, piano. I was good a little bit at the piano, but um, I mostly was more into the drumming and stuff like that. I didn't really care for it, you know? I love the piano and my beats. I love it now, but before it wasn't something I would be like, "Oh, I'm gonna pursue this," you know?
Yeah. Okay. What strengths do you have that you believe makes you a great musician?
Confidence, cockiness, because you got to have cockiness with these niggas cuz they be fake as fuck and doing wishy-washy shit. And I'm just the type of motherfucker you ain't gonna play with, you know? And I call shit out for what it is. I always got facts. I always got receipts to back everything or any shit I say, including in all these songs. You know, um, every song has a story. You know, On My Way has a story as well. You know, it's just I feel like having that type of confidence, not to annoy people, but you know when to use it, and you know when not to use it. A lot of people just use it just to use it. That's like annoying, you know. But I feel like it's a time and a place for everything. But I definitely am gonna say I'm very cutthroat, very honest, very loyal, real raw. Okay, and these niggas ain't fucking with me.
Alright, so
Tight shit.
let's see. What accomplishments do you see yourself achieving in the next 5 to 10 years?
Oh, mm, having my own reality show. Um, Still being an artist, you know, and just putting on for Stockton, you know, 209 baby, and just I really hope and I know that I'm gonna go places. I know I'm gonna go places with the confidence I have, how humble I am, and I know loyalty. And I'm saying that a lot because a lot of motherfuckers fail to realize this generation ain't shit. So, you know, definitely that. I really feel like the way I am now, I'm gonna still stick with that person. But who knows? Maybe be even more chiller, even you know, less talkative than I am. You know, I mean, I have a job at the end of the day. I gotta talk, but yeah. Oh, and I
I like,
hope I get my dream house, house on the hills, nice as fuck, a little mini mansion. Who knows? You know,
yeah.
and you're coming with
I
me.
love how you mentioned all this. Always, of course. But I love how you mentioned all that because I was just gonna ask you, do you have any hobbies or interests outside of music?
Yes, I want to direct uh, a film one day, and I want to have a reality show as well. I feel like reality shows are very in right now, and it's not because of that I want to do it. It's just like I feel like I always had characteristics of being like you know a reality star or being able to know what people want to see. But who knows? They may or may not follow through, but the rest will. Who knows? But definitely them too.
If you, if those are your plans to make reality TV and all that, when do you think you will start being able to make them? Are you going to wait until you blow up in your career, or you think like you'll try? I'm not saying like tomorrow or anything, but like will you try anytime soon so you could get like some like I guess you could say drafts, start getting ideas so you can improve further down your life.
Mhm. I'm gonna start doing reality TV, like directing and doing production and all that. When I'm at a position to have even more of a bigger budget, more money, um, and being able to have a good cast that's not gonna use me for my platform and then just talk shit after everything or something doesn't go their way. Um, because I know a lot of people do that, and I don't like opinions. I'm not an opinionated ass nigga. I just speak when spoken to, and that's that. But when I'm definitely at a position, even more of a higher level, you know.
Mm, that was
So
good.
yeah.
That was good. With that being said, I know you mentioned a whole bunch of money and all that stuff. That if you do all that once you get to that position, but that does lead me to this question: how far do you think you've grown, and do you think you'll keep on growing? Because I know there's a lot of artists out there that like they make music and stuff, but then they'll just stop and give up. I know you had some of those moments in your past. You think you're for real like dedicated to music now? You're in that point of life where being an artist is It defines a piece of you now.
I mean, I've always been an artist. Even when I would fake stop, it was just emotions. That was it. But it wasn't like, oh, I'm not good enough. Yeah, I had those positions where I felt like that. But at the end of the day, you got to be a strong-minded person when it comes to this shit. And you can't stop. You got to keep growing and growing and growing. And, you know, look at the results so far. 30,000 people following your boy. Okay. Season 3 of my podcast. Merch successful. You know, it's just you gotta have confidence and you gotta have cockiness sometimes, but you gotta know how to use it and like where to use it at. You know what I mean? But just because of all that shit, that doesn't mean that I think I'm somebody or I'm a higher level. No, absolutely not. I think everybody's at the same level as me. And just because I have followers, that don't mean shit. It's about the person that's behind that motherfucking phone. You get what I'm saying? So, I'm definitely, of course, always gonna be dedicated to music, and I'm not gonna stop until I feel like I can't no more, which would be never.
Like also, what artists have guided you to be the way you are now?
Oh
Which ones
my
have
god.
influenced you the most?
Oh my god. I can definitely say feeling the confidence when I had fucked up teeth and shit. Definitely Cardi. Definitely Kamaya for sure. Spirituality and my little sister. You know, she's not an artist, but she's definitely someone that put me onto the spirituality. King Von, you know, the cockiness, rawness in his music, you know, the I don't give a fuck shit. Like I fuck with that thug for, you know, when people would sit there and be like, "Oh, you gay, you this, you that, and you wear skirts and woo woo." Like he still kept it pushing and he still didn't stop, you know? That's why he's always gonna be successful. And you niggas still mad. So, you know, it's like don't ever judge a book by its cover. Get to know the person before you start judging. And even then, fuck your opinion. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
You got one more or you're done?
Mm, I do have one actually. How close to your fan base do you think you are? Because I know some artists out there that they claim they love their fans and stuff, but like don't really show too much love. So, would you say you show a lot of love to your fan base?
I
Does that
do,
mean a
you
lot
know.
to you? Like how?
I feel like I'm very more responsive now than I was before. Um, but I mean, I always every time any of my lit gangsters or lit gang, whatever, you know, would show love, repost all the fucking time. For many years, I would always repost them. It's not like, oh, I'm just gonna let them suffer type shit. Like, no, I'm gonna repost whoever supports me, and that's that. And I definitely always did that, but I'm more better at it now. You know, I do respond now. Before it would just be like beep 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 beep, and I'm like, oh my god, this is too much. And that's why now that I'm at a really good level-headed space, I have the opportunity to not feel ashamed if I don't want to turn on my comments or I need to because I need people to see like, oh, these followers are matching with the like, nah, fuck that, you know. I definitely am definitely
Yeah.
tapped in, and they're tapped in with me, and that's why I love y'all.
So I've been hearing a whole bunch of like that you've been improving in the past and now, of course, everybody does. But with that being said, do you think right now you have any weaknesses that needs to be improved on right now?
Um, Last year I did, but not no more. Um, it was just always like my head feeling emotional, or you know, I'm more of a type of person I feel emotional on the spot. You know, I'm a Virgo, so we are sensitive, um, and stuff like that. So definitely just feeling emotionals and shit. But me now, no, absolutely not. I feel like right now, you know, right now you kind of have your days, but I don't have those days no more. You know, those shits are dead. You know, every year is like a challenge for me, so I always try to compete till the end. And you know, I feel like I don't. What
Yeah.
about you?
I think I think no matter what, there are still some stuff that no matter what you go through, there's still little things you have to work on. But it's more of you have to look deep within yourself. I don't think because no one's perfect. There's there's no one perfect in the world. So I think no matter what, there's always need for improvement, no matter what it is. But there'll be points in our life where we feel like there's nothing to improve on, and we're just good in our life until the future throws something at us, so we could improve ourselves. And all it is patience and time. Growth takes a while, I would say.
Okay, okay, I love that. So, guys, that's it for the questions. Thank you guys so much for listening this far, and keep up with the music. I'm gonna work on him when he comes down. When he comes down to come see me, we're gonna get some collabs going on. We're gonna do content for you guys. We're gonna do many stuff you guys will see. You know, vlogs, whatever. For my birthday, he's definitely gonna be the cameraman and in the frame too. So maybe do a Twitch stream. Who
Of
knows?
course.
But yeah, thank you so much
I
for coming
will.
on
I
here.
will love to twist you on that.
Oh, for sure. Fuck yeah. But thank you so much for being on here, brother. I love you so much. Thank you
Love
for
you.
always supporting me. And yeah, it's Big Six round this motherfucking bitch. And I'm too lit. And I'm out.
Make sure you guys. Yeah, I just want to say, make sure you guys show love and support through the music, through what we build. I know you guys have always been there. Make sure you guys keep this man from not holding back. This man needs to be heard around the world. He has to be world famous already. And just show support through the merch, which is where can I get merch if they want to represent you.
You guys can go on Instagram, hit the link. It's at Syx Lit Goods. And I'm gonna start doing merch again. Who knows? Maybe me and him can collab on some shit, you know? And we'll see. Everyone as well, make sure you guys go follow his Twitch. Please go follow him. Thank you. It will be very much appreciated. And
I'll very much appreciate
yes, and I'll be on there
that.
soon.
Very soon. Maybe even today. I would say because I have been feeling the urge to go live recently with you.
Okay. Well, we'll do it. Peace, y'all.